What's up, guys? My name is Joseph, and I hope you're all doing well today. Yes, I am wearing the exact same outfit as I was in the Nickel Boys review. That's because I'm recording this at the same time as the Nickel Boys review. Some stuff came up this weekend, so I wasn't able to do anything, so I'm kind of having to catch up. So I hope that y'all can forgive me for wearing the same outfit in back-to-back videos. Sticking with the unscripted again, and let's hop right into the non-spoiler section of One of Them Days. Alrighty, so this is a new comedy directed by Lawrence Lamont. It was his first movie ever, starring SZA and Keke Palmer. Non-spoiler thoughts: this movie was funny the whole way through. That's exactly what you would want from a comedy. I mean, it was a laugh out loud funny the entire time. There were jokes beginning, middle, and end, all of which landed. There were repeating gags, which built on themselves and became more funny. There were throwaway lines. I thought all of the side characters gave excellent performances and had some standout moments. Really just like a super satisfying way to start off the year in movies. Oh, also something that I can mention in this non-spoiler section, SZA is really good. For her acting debut, you feel like she's been doing this for a long time and knows exactly the kind of tone that she needs to hit. Her delivery was awesome. Her physicality was awesome. Super impressive for an acting debut. I really thought she did a great job. There honestly isn't a whole much more I can say in terms of this non-spoiler section, other than genuinely it's a healthy recommendation. I would say you should absolutely go and see this movie. It's a great time. It could be a good date night movie, see it with your friends movie, drinking movie, sober movie, whatever you like. It's just a good time. With that, let's hop right into the spoiler section.
Are you having a heart attack?
I've never seen a credit score this low.
You lucky she holding me back. You lucky she holding me back.
Okay, so as I said in my first video on the channel, where I kind of listed out movies that people should look out for in 2025, I put this one right at the top of the list, and I kind of said that, this movie is not likely to break new ground, but all I need is for it to be funny. That's pretty much what we got. This is a very easy, 3.5 star movie out of 5, not out of 10. I'm not going to even really harp on the fact that it didn't do anything new, because that was never really an expectation for this film. But it has kind of your typical, very readable 3-act structure. When you start a movie like this, that there's going to be a scene where the two best friends have a falling out, and there's some sad music that plays while they separate and feel like they'll never be friends again, only for crazy circumstances to bring them back together where they can show their true friendship and love towards one another. It's that kind of plot. I'll be honest, SZA's character is kind of wrong in this movie. I think she was super funny, and she was was well acted and, helped move the story along, but it was during that fight scene that I just talked about, Alyssa is talking to Drew, being like, well, you just blame me for all your problems. You're only unhappy because you blame me instead of taking accountability or just letting things go. But you're kind of the problem. You're the one who gave your ex-boyfriend the money. You're the one who texted him a photo of where you were when you know he's out looking for you, and your best friend is in the middle of a job interview that she needs to land, and you absolutely don't want to mess that up. It was just kind of silly. Again, not really knocking it, because there was the fight needed to happen, or the movie wouldn't have had its second act break, for lack of a non-technical way to describe it. But I just thought that was kind of funny, and not in the doing something on purpose way, but just okay, that was kind of dumb. But again, I don't even really want to harp on how serious this movie is, because it's a comedy. So in terms of that, hey, so far, best comedy of 2025. What? Genuinely, the chemistry between Keke Palmer and SZA was palpable. They have so many fun little inside jokes. They play off of each other really well. They have very distinct personalities, which allow them to do so. Keke Palmer is very uptight and straight and narrow and goal driven and a planner, and SZA, her whole thing is basically I'm gonna let the universe decide. I got good energy, so the universe is gonna give me good energy. I thought the scene where they were in the I don't know what to call it, but the place where they're basically trying to take out a loan in order to just get their rent, that was one of the standouts. And honestly, all of the side characters in this film are standouts. the homeless dude, Lucky, who's basically just like warning them, like, don't do it. Don't take out the loan. I'm serious. If you don't have the money this month, you're not going to have it next month. Or like later on in the movie, like when SZA is trying to like climb the like telephone pole to get the pair of shoes, he's just like, take heed. Heed was not taken. Yeah, I'm not funny, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make these jokes funny when I tell them. But they were funny. I promise you, they were funny. But anyways, like the chemistry between Keke Palmer and SZA in that scene where Keke Palmer is like standing behind SZA on purpose, but acting like she's like, yeah, you're lucky she's holding me back, even though like SZA's not even really doing anything. And then the loan shark lady who starts uncontrollably laughing at how low Drew's credit score is, and is basically just like a complete bitch the whole time, and this like super shut the your mom does not love you. But yeah, I thought that lady had some excellent comedic timing, some excellent delivery. The love side plot, while again pretty standard, was still enjoyable to follow, and you wanted to feel them come together by the end. And there were some funny gags with that where she's not really sure of his backstory and, you know, why is there an axe in his car? But obviously by the end we find out he's a firefighter. Like, just simple things. It's a pretty simple movie, but it does those things well, which is just what makes it an enjoyable, easy watch. Another small side character was the person who bought the shoes, who like the specific delivery where he like pretends to cry over a story that Drew tells him, only to like immediately take the, like, as soon as Drew is like, oh, okay, you know, we can do a cheaper price. And he's like, deal. Yeah, I tricked you, and you believed it. I don't remember the exact line he says, but whatever it was something along those lines, and that was really funny. There really is not the most to say. This was, again, it was a satisfying watch. You know, I didn't necessarily take anything away from it that is going to change my life, but this is also a movie that I know, like, oh, you know what, something I can throw on with my friends who like just want to kind of put something on to see and like enjoy. Perfect movie for that. And we absolutely need movies like that. So very glad I got to see this one, and would recommend everyone to do the same. Actually, one more thing I will say, just in terms of, I guess, if I am trying to give this movie the same amount of analysis that I would any other film, I thought the third act was kind of out of nowhere. You know, basically at some point in the movie, Alyssa steals a pair of shoes that's hanging on a wire, which is of course like a symbol that, you know, this is someone's territory basically for dealing drugs. And then basically from then on, or not right from then, but the third act all stems from that, rather than like continuing to need to try to find money for the eviction. It is more so like, oh, now we need to survive. And it was funny, and it had bits in it that were good, like the countdown switching from saying like blank minutes until eviction to like blank minutes until, or hours until sudden death. Like, it was still funny, there was a lot in it, but it was also like, oh, you needed to elevate this, so like you kind of just like wrote in this thing for the big bad to like be able to come in, since there wasn't one from the beginning. It was, you know, it was kind of like whatever. It wasn't like the most necessary thing in the world. It's weird because, like, again, I want to give this movie the same level of analysis as I would other films, but this is also a movie that doesn't really hold up to that deeper level of analysis. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. I would say this is a fun watch, and that people should see this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and gotten a new recommendation. Be sure to stay tuned for all the videos I have coming up next. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.